Welcome, my name is Emmy and this is my channel, Frugal Money Saver. My husband Paul and I are an early retirement couple and we are so happy you are here. Today's video is a bunch of things that we no longer purchase and what we use instead of these items. And it's a pretty neat list in that it covers a variety of areas. So if this sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you're new here, click that subscribe button down in this corner and become part of our frugal family. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, well, you know we love you. So let's get going on this. Paul and I were talking the other day about things we don't use anymore. I'm like, we haven't bought that in a while. And we were going back and forth and we came up with almost 20 items that we really don't purchase anymore. And some of them, all of them are cost effective. Every single one is cost effective. But some of them also are a way that we can leave a smaller footprint on this earth, which we're all for. And it's also things that we can take that money and use it on more important things. But again, this is just a list that works for us. Yours may vary, but I thought it would be fun to share with you. But first, let's see what we got today. Today, my tea is in Alice in Wonderland. My husband's laughing at me. He always laughs at me because I take a sip of tea. But it like rejuvenates me and calms me at the same time. So, okay. Number one, some things we don't buy anymore. Designer anything. Now, not saying I never did. I have Coach bags from years ago. Do we buy designer anything anymore? No, we don't. Now we are look at what is the most practical item, which item is going to last us the longest, and which has got the best price for the quality. So designer items are a no-go. We are not brand specific when it comes to clothing, pocketbook, shoes, anything like that. Nope, we don't do it. Saves us a ton of money. Number two is cable. If you follow me on my videos, you know that we cut cable several months ago and have never looked back. When I figured out our budget for last month, it is saving us about $60 a month. And there is so much free TV out there. It is amazing. So we have not missed it and we're finding other things to do, which is wonderful. Number three, we do not buy DVDs or CDs anymore. There's no reason. The library can give you any CD or DVD you need. And also there's so much again on YouTube. Any song I think that you want to hear is on YouTube. We were listening to 70s music the other day, right, Paul? We were like YouTubing search for all these fun songs that we remembered when we were kids. We're showing our age, but that's okay. It was so much fun. So there's really no need to buy that anymore. And that is just such a waste of money. Again, the library is a free resource and they pretty much can get you anything you need through interlibrary loan too. Okay. Number four, late fees. If we do borrow something, we return it on time, whether it is a library book, whatever it may be, don't pay late fees. Another thing is on your bills, pay them on time. Late fees is basically just money you're throwing away. You're giving to a company or an individual because you didn't get done what you were supposed to in the allotted time you were allowed. So set your phone. What I do is if we have library books due or something like that, I put a reminder in my phone and that morning it'll go off and I know, okay, we got to return this. So it may only be a couple cents, but if you're late on your payment on your bills, that really racks up. So watch those late fees. Another area that we have been saving on is food and things for the kitchen, things like that. We do not buy deli meat. Have you seen the price of turkey breast, sliced ham? Wow! Turkey breast, I think, is like $10.99 a pound for the good turkey breast. Why not buy a turkey breast and cook it and serve it and slice it for deli meat? It will be a lot more delicious, and you can slice and freeze it if you put a little gravy with it, and it has none of the preservatives, none of the sodium, because you're doing it yourself. Same thing with the ham, chicken breasts. Deli meat is so expensive. I shiver every time I walk by and I see these people coming away. Just tons. Now, listen, I am all for convenience sake. I know that we like to have convenience items. It saves us all a lot of time. But when you look at such a substantial amount of money that you could be saving on a half a pound of turkey breast, chicken breast, ham, whatever it may be, it may be something that you can look into. Another one is food and drink that you stop for on a road trip. You're going on vacation, you're going on a long car ride. We never ever stop to buy food or beverages. We pack everything. How easy it is to bring some fruit, a quick sandwich, a bag of chips, carrots, celery sticks. Prepare your food before you go on those trips. Get your travel mugs, fill them with the beverage of your choice. So much more economical than eating on the road or even stopping at a convenience store to run in and get a bottle of soda and a bag of chips. Yikes! That's like, $5, $6 right there. Unnecessary, and it's so much healthier to pack your own and so much cheaper. Another one is prepared fruits and vegetables in the grocery store. It is a 300% markup on prepared fruits and vegetables. When I say prepared, I mean those little cute containers that they're all cut and cleaned and cubed for you, or shredded or zoodled for you. Do it yourself. Buy the whole apple, buy the whole zucchini, do it yourself. You will save so much money, and it is just not that time consuming when you think about it. Okay, another one, cleaning. We no longer buy Swiffer pads. Now we do have a dry Swiffer that you can put like those cloth pads on. Don't buy those. We go to the dollar store and we get the micro cloths, which are perfect. Paul, he's my Swiffer guy for the kitchen. He'll Swiffer the kitchen and then he vacuums the Swiffer off to get any of the maybe dust particles on it. And then when it gets really dusty, we toss it in the wash with a load of clothes. And it comes out great, clean, and you are not spending any money on this repeatedly. This is an item that you can reuse. Those Swiffer cloths, you're lucky if you can use them twice. You turn once and then flip them over. Total waste of money. And again, you're just filling up the landfills with it. Another one is fabric softener and dryer sheets. We use neither one. I do dry my clothes line dry a lot, even in the winter, the heavier items. And yeah, static cling can be an issue, but they make dryer balls. I personally don't buy them, but I have seen people swear by the dryer balls. You can buy them at Walmart and Target, and they look like little tiny tennis balls almost. And you just toss them in the dryer and they're supposed to take static away. Again, I've never used them, but I hear great things about them. I just deal with the little static that I get in the winter time. But as far as dryer sheets and fabric softener, I just don't see them to be a need. And if you are going to do dryer sheets, try cutting them. You don't need a whole giant one. Maybe a half of one, a quarter of a one, a third of one. Stretch that and make it work for you. Okay, another one are harsh cleaning products. We tend to use our own cleaning products. I showed you in the grout cleaning video, I used water, I used vinegar, and baking soda. We tend to use vinegar a lot. Paul cleans the shower upstairs with, what do you clean it with? I believe dish detergent, water?
No water. Dish detergent and vinegar, white vinegar.
Okay.
Spray it on, let it sit a minute, wipe it off with a cloth, and then rinse it.
And the soap scum comes right off, and it's, you know, it's natural. You're not putting in tons of harsh, cleaners. Another thing we do is we make our own vinegar, orange vinegar oil water. I just take white vinegar, put it in a jar, and I take orange peels. And I just take the orange peel, and I give it a little smush so that the oil is released. And I put it in a jar of vinegar and I let it sit, and then I put it in I strain it. I get the orange peel out, I strain it, and oh my goodness, it smells so good. And the oil from the orange cuts grease, and we love it. We love it. But as with any product, before you use it on a specific area of like your counter, you may have a counter that isn't conducive with vinegar. I don't know, maybe there's one out there, but I use it on mine and we love it. I use it on the bathroom to wipe it down. It smells so good. So that's another cleaning little hack we do that, you know, we're trying to stay away from those harsh chemicals. They're just, you hear so much negative stuff about it. And we love making our own, you know, we just do. Another thing we don't buy are air fresheners, artificial air fresheners. Those kind you plug into the wall, we don't use those. If I do need to make my house smell a little bit better, especially like in the winter time, nothing better than just opening your windows and letting that breeze come through. But another one we will do is I will take a little bit of water and again throw in some orange peels, lemon peels, any kind of citrus peels, some long cinnamon sticks, some cloves, and it makes the whole house smell amazing. Just don't forget it and leave it on the stove, okay? And let the water evaporate. You don't want to do that. So we don't do that anymore. Another one we don't, keep looking down because this is my list. You know we don't use paper towels. We use cloths, we use rags to wipe up the floor, whatever, and then they just go into the washing machine and we keep reusing them. It just makes so much sense. Again, that is just a non-consumable product that you use and toss. I do, and I've told you this before, do keep a couple of napkins in the house only because when I have to clean meat, can't do it. I just can't. So another thing I don't use anymore is parchment paper. We now use silicone mats. Those are great. Parchment paper is expensive, and those silicone mats, nothing sticks to it. They clean up wonderfully, and it totally takes the place of, again, an item you use once, the parchment paper, toss it, buy again. So just something else that works for us. This is a funny one, but it's true. Address labels. I know people buy address, you know, those return address labels. I should have said return address labels. We don't buy those. We handwrite our return address, or if we do get some for free in the mail, I know companies sometimes send you free address. So if they do that, I will send them $1 just because, you know, it's the right thing to do. But I do not purchase those. We do not. That's something that is totally a frivolous waste of money in our opinion. Another one is we don't buy vegetable plants already started. And this is what I mean. We start all our vegetable plants from seed. The best way is if you grow something, to take those seeds out of, let's say you're growing tomatoes and you take those seeds, dry them out, and then put them away, pack them for next year, and then you replant them. That is the most economical way. But even a package of seeds is cheaper, so much cheaper than buying already started plants from your local nursery, grocery store, wherever. So all our plants are started from seeds. And we also repurpose buckets from our local stores, and we go in and we ask, like the bakery at our supermarkets, if they have any buckets that we can reuse, food safe buckets like icing buckets, and they work wonderfully. And another one is if a store, one of our local stores, had Easter plants that they were dumping out, and we asked if we could have the black buckets that these plants were in. Just make sure they are appropriate to grow food in. You just have to check the numbers on the bottom. And that is all you need. Here's a picture of how we do it. They're in buckets that we got for free from local establishments that were going to throw them away anyway, and it never hurts to ask. And the last and final one I have is we never buy anything full price, ever. We look for sales, we look for coupons, whatever it may be. We do not buy anything for full price. So this is just a quick video. This is just a partial list, but I hope it was encouraging to you. Hope it got your wheels going, thinking how you can maybe save some money. This is just items that we don't seem to need and that we have found cheaper replacements for, so that we can use that money for what we want to use it for. So I hope this was a blessing and it encouraged you. Again, if you're new here, click that subscribe button, become part of our Frugal family, and don't forget to click that notification bell, hold it, pull down, and go to all. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Please leave us a comment down below and give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It means so much to us. Until our next video, we wish you blessings. Bye-bye.